Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi.
hello.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone. How are you all? All good?
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's wait for 2 more minutes and we'll start the session. Okay?
Hey Usha, meanwhile, can I share my screen for the previous homework?
Sure. Yes, please.
Oh, thank you so much. Wait.
In users connectors like the similar way for our application also we can add some users also.
I don't know.
Hey, Usha, when she's done, can I share mine? I have a lot of problem. I don't understand a lot of things.
Okay, not a problem. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know, something happened to my screen.
You're not getting an option like share screen or a share content.
Hey, got it now, got it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so I did this.
Perfect. So you finally got
Yeah, finally got it.
it. Lovely. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Please.
even I completed the yesterday's homework somehow.
Wow. That's actually nice. Yep.
Yeah, I'll share my screen 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the coding part. Okay.
Only coding part.
Mute this coding. Mute this.
I mean, you cannot see the this thing that.
Web page, no. Browser, I can't see. I can see project.html. Is that same for everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
but why?
Yes.
1 second.
Maybe only one screen
One
you are
second.
sharing, not just your complete system.
Now?
Yeah. Perfect. I can see now.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yep.
So,
You added a hobbies. Fine, perfect. So you just once click on degree, that drop down, select a group.
oh, okay.
There is no drop down.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
That
happened?
should
Sorry,
be
I
a
couldn't
drop.
hear you, Risha.
That should be a drop down actually, because select a group means we need to select something from the
Yes.
drop down, right?
Oh,
So you need to add a
yeah.
select options.
Okay. I'll do that next time.
Sure.
How should I
Perfect.
click? Okay,
Thank you.
I didn't notice that actually.
Okay, not a problem, not at all a problem. So
Okay.
this is just for a practice. It's okay. We are not a
Yeah, but yeah.
UI engineers. Okay.
Okay.
So anyone else? Or let's quickly start our session. Someone said she want to share the screen and she's having many doubts.
Yeah, I'm trying to share my screen, but for some reason I couldn't do it. So I'm trying.
Okay, Kinshal. When as soon as you open the Zoom meeting, you can see whether they share screen or a share content. So you
Yeah,
can just
I'm
click.
I'm clicking on the share screen, but it comes like a desktop, and I don't know, it's a weird options.
Okay, you just go with the first one, screen. Not sure what you can see there.
Basic system preference. Oh, it's not this.
In my Zoom, I can see as soon as I click on share screen, I'm getting a 3 options: basic, advanced, and files. Go with the basic and screen. That is what I'm getting, but I'm not sure which device you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, basic, advanced, and files. So I'm clicking on the basic desktop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then on the system preference. And it's coming only the reminders, photo, and all that, like camera and all that. No, hold on, general, first, for privacy.
Are you using a Mac device?
Mac, yeah.
Can someone help her in Mac? How?
Right, there is a share option. You just
Yeah,
select the file and then share it.
Yeah, I click on the share screen sharing. Okay.
Ananya's shared her screen. Yeah.
No, I'm just trying.
Okay.
How to close it?
We all can see your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for trying, Ananya.
Now it's gone.
Yes.
Yes.
That's okay. You can carry on, Usha. You can go on.
That's okay. When we are done with the session, if you're having any doubts, you can just ping in the group or you can ping me personally. Okay, then I'll be
Okay.
clarifying.
Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. So due to some technical error, yesterday class did not get recorded. So I just want to quickly recap what we learned yesterday. Can someone let me pick? Midu, what is a software?
It's a group of instructions.
Collection of computer
Instruction that
programs
is
that
given
help
to the programs to operate and execute the tasks.
Okay, so software is a collection of computer programs that helps us to perform a task. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to work on machine or mobiles, we require a software. That is a software. Okay.
Yes.
Aditi, What are the different types of software?
System software, application software, and
Yes.
programming software.
Perfect. Thank you. And Gopishan, what is a system software?
System software is it is for run the hardware of the computers.
Okay. Okay. Can someone add to that?
Uh,
Operating
it
is a set of
is
driver.
it is a set of program that controls the computer hardware.
Computer hardware.
It
Okay.
helps to run computer applications.
Okay. So
The
why do we require
System software is the platform for running the application software.
Applications.
Sorry
Examples
if I'll cut you, Usha.
Okay.
Hello,
Yes, 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 we can hear you.
can I repeat or did you hear?
Yes, yes, please repeat.
What is system software?
Yes.
Okay, the system software is the platform for the running the application software, and the system software is a set of program that controls the computer
Computer
hardware.
hardware.
Perfect. Perfect. Madhavi, can you give one more definition, or you can repeat it? What she said.
Which definition? Sorry. Hello.
Yes, yes, please continue.
System definition I have to tell.
Yeah, system software. What is the system software?
Yeah. System is
examples.
okay. System is the operating system which we use, like Microsoft Windows, Linux, Mac
Mhm.
operating system,
Mhm.
which is itself is a software that provides others the software.
Okay. So the software which makes the interaction between the user and the computer is nothing but a system software. In a
Yes.
simplification. Okay, okay, perfect. So Kinjal, what are the examples of system software?
Computer and phone.
Android, OS,
Device,
iOS.
servers,
drivers,
Okay, okay.
OS.
Girish, what is an operating system? What is an OS?
System software.
Operating system.
Operating system.
are you asking application software or
Operating system.
Operating system.
sorry, I'm not getting.
Operating
Can I-
system, like Mac OS, Windows, Linux, BSD, Android OS.
Operating.
Can I tell Usha?
Yes.
Interface between
Operating system is a software with interface between the user and the computer system.
Okay.
it's
So could you please repeat?
Operating system is a software which interface between the user and the computer.
That's a system software, right? I'm asking what is an OS?
Can I tell Usha?
The
Yes.
software that support computer basic functions. It's like
Okay.
Linux,
So what is-
Windows 10.
Okay. So computer
The
language
hardware.
will be in the form of
0 and 1.
binary form.
Binary.
This
Binary.
operating system, it acts as an interface between the user and the computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay, perfect. So we need the interaction with the computer. So we are going to install an operating system. Okay.
Operating system.
Liji, what is an programming software?
Java, HP.
It's a software to write code.
Yes.
So computer would understand that. Operating system converts Java, emulates the
To develop the
Mhm.
right, write test programs.
Okay. Why you are giving a lot of pause? Developer, program. Why? You just come on, say something. It's okay. I'm not going to judge you. Come on, whatever you. It's okay. You can tell me how you understood. It's not. I don't need a definition. You can go with an example also.
Computer itself understands binary, 0 and 1. In programming language, you type like Java, in the Java. You type the language and then it converts to the computer, to the software system, and it understands 0 and 1. I forget how they call this. Virtual machine, a virtual machine in it, in the Java. That's how the program communicates with the software.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so let me ask Shahana, what are the examples of a programming software?
Compilers.
Okay.
Interpreters.
Okay. Perfect. So suppose, for example, developers are writing the code. So how the program will run? So we are giving some inputs and we are getting some outputs. Right? So those all will be done with the help of the compiler, debuggers, and the interpreters. So this is what programming software works here. So Neha, what is an application software?
Application software are the programs that help the user perform specific tasks. And the examples of application software is like MS Word, WordPad, Notepad, Microsoft Excel, etc. Internet browser.
Yes. So here the users will use the applications, or the other user will use the software, which is developed. Okay. Rajeshri, what is the software testing?
Software testing is a process for testing software, whether it's working as per user's requirements or not, and it is bug-free.
Okay. Suppose I'm working in a medical department, some medical hospital or something. So I need the list of patients list. I just want to store the patients list in somewhere in one of the software. So I just approach it to the Microsoft company. So what is the process will happen between those two?
Means you have
SDLC.
You have to give your requirement to BA. After that, BA will finalize that, give their requirement to their developer. Then
directly, oh my God, directly developer. Okay. So
no.
BA doesn't switch.
then BA will design what to do and how to transfer this to their team.
Okay.
And after that, their team will develop that product or whatever requirements are there. And as per that, they'll test their testers, testers will test that. After that, they will hand over to user.
Okay.
The hospital people will reach out to a company. They will tell the requirement, they will tell their budget, and they will tell their time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I forget time, sorry.
So it's just a one-time, or do you need a maintenance application? So those all are discussed between these two guys only. The first, hospital who are going to give the requirements and who are collecting the requirements, business analyst from the Microsoft guy. So once that is done, he'll be explaining each and everything to the developers in the team, in a Microsoft organization. So once this is done, it will be moving to the testing team. So once it is done, they will deliver a product again back to the hospital. So this is what the cycle is. Perfect. So what is the software quality?
The ability of the software to function as per requirement.
Within
the budget.
Sorry?
Budget. Meets requirements.
Requirements.
Customer satisfaction at minimum
And
cost.
maintainable.
Good design, reliable product, durable and consistent. Product is software quality.
Okay, so within budget, I got 1 point. There are few parameters or few steps or specifications to test whether this particular software has a quality or not. Tell me those. There are 5 within
Good
budget.
design.
Yeah, bug
Within
free,
time.
bug free, bug free,
Bug
bug
free,
free,
deliver on time and
Yeah, bug free.
budget,
meets
expected
a
time,
requirement,
And
meets a
And maintainable.
Maintainable.
maintenance, meets a
Maintainable.
requirement.
Okay, got it.
Expectations.
Good design.
Yep.
Yeah, meet requirements.
So meet requirements or expectations comes under everything. I'm sorry, but if I'm writing in a medical language, just pardon me because I'm just using my pencil. Okay.
Usha,
So
I have a
bug free-
question. Hello, Usha.
Yes.
There are only 5 steps are involved in the software quality, or maybe it's more than 5 steps also.
More than 5. I mean, only these 5. Maybe they may be differentiate more from this. Delivery on time consists of again 2 more. Maintainable means it comes under what all maintain. Meeting requirements, some of the documents and everything. So few more steps. These 5 covers each and everything. Just to check whether the software has a quality or not. These are the major steps. When we are delivering the software to the customer, it should meet these all steps. That means here itself, everything is covering, right? So this is fine. So what is a project? I don't want example, I need a definition.
If the software application is developed
software-
for specific customer, that is project. That is called a project.
Any examples?
Bank of America.
Perfect.
Yeah, it is service.
Okay. What is a product?
Application is developed for multiple companies.
Customers.
Our customers.
Not multiple companies, multiple customers based on the market
Which
requirement.
can be used by everyone. Everyone can
Yep.
use that product in the market. In the market.
Example?
Microsoft,
Google.
Google.
Linux.
Okay.
Chrome.
So what is an error?
It is a human
It's a
mistake.
human mistake.
It's a human mistake. Simple definition.
When developer
problem in
Problem
code
in code developed by the developers or business
and
analysts due to the misunderstanding.
misunderstanding between
Communication
client and developer. The communication gap.
Customer requirements.
Perfect. So what is a bug?
Bug is the result
Bug is
of
the developer make mistake and QA team raise
QA
it.
test. Find the
Exactly.
bug.
Developer made a mistake, then we find
human error.
the tester found a issue
Deviation from the
in the
actual
software.
requirement.
Perfect. So Ravi, could you tell me example of the bug when that happens?
In the bug.
Yep, bug.
So when when the developer is not able to develop the exact logic between the business requirement and the software program, then there is a chance the defect will be raised.
Who will raise the defect?
A tester will raise the defect.
Okay. So for example, developer developed a login page which has an email, password, and a submit or a login. Okay, anything. So once the user clicked on login, it should redirect to the home page of an application. Instead of redirecting to the home page of an application, if it log outs, okay, I mentioned log out. So that is nothing but a bug. So developer knows the requirements, he knows everything, but he did something mistake in this particular code. This particular piece of code, he made a mistake. So then it is called as a bug. So, okay. Still. Khushbu, what is a failure?
Failure, it's an error being made as a failure.
Okay. So, okay. So here, as soon as I click on login, it is redirecting to the log off. But as a tester, I failed to test that particular functionality because I know every time I log in, it is redirecting to the home page. So I missed in one of the release. So direct end user.
Find an issue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. When the customer find the issue.
Customer find the issue.
Exactly. The end user or the customers, if they find the issue that as soon as I click on login, it is redirecting to the log off, then the application is a failure. So when can we, why the software has
Usha, I have a question. Like
Yes.
when customer finds an issue, right? This is called failure. So now
Yes.
customer find it, so it is called failure. So when
Yes.
after the failure, when they report to the developer, so in
Yes.
that developer says instead of failure that this is a bug causing an issue in this application, right? So this is the minor difference between the bug and the failure.
Exactly. If the customer directly don't come back to the developer, he'll come back to the business stating this is what happening for the call center team or some guys. So they'll raise a complaint. They'll come back to the developers. Then it doesn't call. It's already a failure from the customer side, customer point of view. Then the QA team will raise it as a bug and ask the developer to fix it. Yep.
And debug.
Yes. So, okay. So why the software has bugs? There are 5 reasons.
Miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
Programming
Software
error,
complexity.
Application error.
Programming errors.
Change
Okay.
requirements.
Changing requirements.
Software complexity.
Lack of skill tester.
Lack of knowledge or
Skilled
Okay,
tester.
Program error.
Software complexity.
Programming errors. Okay. Programming errors are made by
Developers.
Exactly. It's a developer. This is a tester. Okay. Still
Changing requirement.
changing requirements.
perfect. Changing requirements.
Lack of skill testers.
Lack of skill tester.
That's already we covered somewhere. Sorry for my handwriting. So, okay. What is the software complexity?
It's a problem in software.
Big project, if it
There are
is
so many things
Yeah.
happening, like
software is
If there are-
ongoing
If there are multiple
project.
modules,
Exactly.
and it's changing day to day.
Changing.
So changing
adding
day
more
to day comes under the
Changing
changing
requirements.
requirements. Yeah. So
adding
when we
more
Mhm.
like more data or more requirement, if they come with like new things,
Okay.
once you start developing once the developer is like developing that particular code, like they come again with one or the other requirements or any other more inputs.
Mhm. Okay, so perfect. These all are the reasons of the bugs. So yesterday we have discussed about 2 techniques: static testing techniques and the dynamic testing techniques. So what is the static testing techniques?
It is a method that involves the. There are 3 methods in the program. Review, walkthrough,
Static testing.
inspection.
One is review,
project
second
related.
is verification, third is inspection.
Okay.
Hello. Main goal is
Yes,
to
please.
find errors in a very early stage.
Yeah, testing in the early stages, initial stages.
The project related documents.
I'm helping you guys. Come on.
During the static testing, the code is not executed. It's performed by documentation, so requirement.
Perfect. Okay. So they'll just perform the reviews, walkthroughs, and then inspections in the static testing. That means they'll go through the documents and they'll just review the designs, everything is fine or not. They'll just review the code and they'll review the test plans. So these all comes under a static testing. And today we are going to discuss about a dynamic testing. You all can see my screen, right? I mean, the
Yes.
actual Word document.
Yes.
Okay. So what is a dynamic test?
Dynamic testing require
Once we develop the code,
It should be tested by running the program.
Okay, dynamic testing involves the actual manual tester job. Okay, so here comes functional testing and a non-functional testing. And again, the functional testing is divided into two, white box and the black box. So before explaining these all testing part, let me give you an example. For example, an automobile. Automobile is nothing but who develop a cars, for example. An automobile is not just built, he'll not build the whole car in its particular manufacturer company, right? Each component like steering, seats, mirrors, brake, cables, engines are made independently. Everything will not made at the same time, right? Not by the same manufacturer. If they want a steering, they may be a different manufacturer for that part. If they want some brake or a gear or a cable, something related to the car, it will be coming from a different manufacturer. So what after each item is manufactured, so it is tested separately to see whether its functions are working fine or not. So this is known as an unit testing. Understood, guys? What is a unit testing?
No,
For example, in a car. Okay. For example, in a car, take example as a car. Car has many components like steering, gears, what we see, the screen,
Brakes,
mirror, brakes, engine. So these all are made of different. These all are independent, right? Each is developed by a different manufacturer. So they'll collect each item which from the different manufacturers, and they will be separating each and individually. That means whether the steering is fine or not. Only that particular unit they'll be testing. Whether this particular brake is fine or not, or mirror is good or not. So they will be testing each function separately. So these different are nothing but a unit testing.
Unit testing, okay.
Okay. After assembling all parts in a car, that is after integrating two components, that means they'll attach each and everything to the car. Okay. So this is nothing but an integration testing. After attaching, once they attach, it's not like car is ready for the drive. So they'll be just integrating each and everything. That means they'll attach the mirrors, they'll keep the engine, they'll attach the brake, they'll keep the steerings, everything is attached. That means all pieces are put together and the automobile seems to be ready. We can see as the car is ready, but still it is not ready for the drive. So the entire car should be checked with specific requirements and the documents, right? That should check how much speed it needs to go, what is the mileage it should be giving. So each and everything, how is the engine working, whether the car can be driven smoothly or not, if the brakes and gears and other functionality are all working properly or not. So these all, after once everything is ready, when the car is ready to drive, that is nothing but a system test. The complete system is working fine or not. Okay.
It's after completion of integration testing. If it's
yes, exactly.
Good, it's
after
working good.
Yes. After
Then
completion of integration testing only will be performing a system test.
Okay.
Okay.
Then when we do functional testing and regression testing, Usha?
Those all after. Once everything is done, once every system is ready, once that website is stable, then we are going to start.
Okay.
So I'll be explaining what is the functionality and regression. Don't worry about it. So here we covered unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. These we only cover. So coming to white box, any idea what is a white box testing?
It's just like a
looking into
UI.
the code.
It's the internal
Yeah, it
structure of
requires coding language, coding knowledge.
So yes,
It's the test done by the developer is the white box testing.
exactly. Okay, perfect.
Usha, what was the question? I didn't understand.
White box
White box testing.
Sorry, what?
White box.
You can see
White
my
box
screen there.
testing. Now I can read. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
So is the white box testing done by the QA?
Yes, sometimes the QA does, but it takes a part in the unit testing. So unit testing is always done by the developers. Okay, because that is like each and every module in the website should work. So that is done by the developers. So this comes under a white box, and in few cases, yes, QA also involves in the white box testing. So it is nothing but a glass or a transparent session. Testing. Here the QA should be familiar with the internal code or the structure of it. Like what is the website? If I click on login, what page it should be navigated, and he should know what is the code. After this, what it is going to redirect. He should know complete knowledge. What is the internal structure of the application? He should know each and everything. So that is nothing but a white box testing. What is black box testing?
Next,
QA perform the black box testing.
Yeah, QA always performs. I mean, this beginners will always go with the black box. That means they don't require any knowledge of the coding. Just a basic 20% of the knowledge is maximum enough. So whether he will be just testing like a customer or an end user, whether the application is working or not. So just like that, whether that functionality testing, the behavior is working fine or not. So this all comes under a black box testing. So white box and the black box. As soon as we start with the dynamic testing, functional and non-functional, and this functional comes under these all testings, white box and the black box. So white box comes under a unit testing, which we have discussed in an example. Guys, in an interview, if you don't remember the definitions, you just explain them with an example.
Examples, okay.
Definition is the first good thing. If you are unable to say the actual definition, it's okay. You can go with an example, not at all a problem. Then he'll understand that yes, she's working good. So that is how. So black box comes under integration. Okay, we are done with an integration. Is nothing but any idea?
Integration, combination of
once
units.
everything is done, all that you every single
Combining all
unit is
modules.
tested.
All parts are joined, then we'll perform integrated testing.
Integration
testing.
between the components.
Release this test.
Exactly. So one or two components which are integrated together, if you are going to perform some kind of testing, it's nothing but integration testing. So what is a smoke or sanity testing? Smoke. What is a smoke test? Because this is the first thing every tester is going to do. Once they have given the application, we need to start with a smoke test. So what is a smoke test?
Checking the basic
Check if
functionality
the
is working
program is
or
running
not.
right, so it's working or
Exactly. That means a high level testing. Okay, we need to check whether the build is stable or not. Okay, whether the website is stable. As soon as we click on the URL is loading or not. So high level testing is nothing but a smoke testing. Why we perform the initial testing as a smoke testing? Because QA don't want to waste the time to test each and every module. And for example, Amazon has different pages, right? Like if I click on home, I'll be displaying one thing. If I click on search your products, I'll be clicking on list of products. So I don't check each and every functionality there. I'll just check whether the URL opened or not. I'll just add one initial. The end-to-end testing is nothing but a smoke testing, because QA don't want to waste any time. If the functionality is not failing, that means if I click on payment page, if it is not redirecting to the payment page, then there is no matter of testing. So that is the high level testing is nothing but a smoke testing. It can be done within the 5 minutes of the application. As soon as they give the application, they'll just, it is a software testing technique performed post software build to verify that the critical functionalities of softwares are working fine. You just go with the definition later. For example, verify the application launches successfully. Check that GUI is responsive. So these all comes under a smoke test.
What is GUI?
GUI.
Graphical user interface.
Graphical user interface. The UI and everything, what you see.
Sorry, what, Usha?
Graphical user interface. Whether you are able to navigate to one page to another page and what all you can see in the screen. So that is nothing but a graphical using interface. Okay, like it. So here I can see mobiles, today's deals. So these all comes under a graphical user interface. If I click on mobiles, it should navigate to some of the mobiles. So like that is the graphical user interface.
And is the smoke testing done by QA or by the developer?
Yes, smoke testing. No, smoke testing is always done. Only the unit testing comes under a developer part. Remaining all kinds of testings, only the QA part.
So this all testing needs to be done
by QA.
Step by step. Okay.
Yes, only by the QA.
Is smoke testing is a preliminary testing or like
yes, yes. It's
run every day. Usually when you work.
Comes under manual testing.
Yeah, it comes under a manual testing part. Don't worry, guys. From the 26th batch, we are going to start what is the manual testing, and we'll be covering this all again. But before that, I just want you to have some basic knowledge on this all. So then, and that day, you'll be understanding more, because here I'm taking it as one class. What is this smoke testing and everything? But we'll be a little bit faster. So I'm just want to brush up all your things. So that is the reason before itself, I'm going to refer you all this. What is the smoke testing? What is the Sanity testing? Because these are the basic testing. And this is very, very, very important for the manual testing post. Not even manual, both the automation and also a manual. Because Now the actual tester job starts. What we are discussing yesterday and today is all comes under a QA engineer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Coming to what is sanity testing. Smoke, sanity, functional, regression, integration. So these all are important, guys. So what is the sanity testing? Sanity testing is nothing but software is ready. Okay. And there are few bugs raised by the QA team and the developers fix that particular bugs. Again, the QA needs to test, right? Whether that bugs are working fine or not. So that kind of testing is nothing but a sanity test.
It's nothing but retesting.
It's nothing but a retesting. It's not just a retesting. We'll test whether the bug is fixed or not. Along with that, we'll be testing whether this particular bug raised another new issue or not. So that also will be performed.
The smoke testing and then sanity testing, are they automated?
Yes, we can automate that.
So both of them same thing, right?
I'm saying what are the same
sanity
things?
testing and
smoke
testing.
No. Sanity testing is nothing but as soon as they have given me one medical application, I just want to, what is that application stands for is, it just had a home page. Okay. Just
it's like we'll find first if there is a bug, and then again we'll test if that bug has created any other bug in that.
Yes, that is a
particular
sanity testing.
Sanity, yes.
Yeah. For example, take one medical application has a 5 modules. That means home, about us page, contact us page, payment page, and some other logout page. There are 5 modules. In smoke testing, what I'll be performing is, as an end user, I'll just start with a home page. I'll just open the URL. Okay, I'll hit the URL medical application and I'll be checking. Okay, home page is, I'll just click on the button, home page. Yeah, the page is loaded. And about us page, yeah, page is loaded. Everything is loaded, but I don't select each and every component which is available in the home page. I'll just do an end-to-end high-level testing. That's it. And I log out the page. That comes under a smoke testing. For example, if there is any bug in this particular about us page, okay, here I'm using a paint, not a pencil, don't worry. So here, for example, there is a bug, a QA raised some bug about us page. That means if I'm clicking on this particular about us page, it is not navigating to the description of about us. Okay, that is the bug I raised, QA raised. So the developer fixed it. That means as soon as we click on this particular about us, it should navigate the information of that particular medical application. About us is nothing but something which explains about the medical company, right? So that description we are not getting. That is the issue raised by QA. So they have fixed it. Developer fixed this. Okay, as soon as we click on about us, the description of the website should be should be reviewed. Yeah. Then instead of that, something is happening. Then they fixed it. Again, the QA tested. So now as a QA, when I click on about us, I can see the description of the website. So it's working fine. I need to check remaining also. It's not just this particular bug fix. I need to check whether the home is working or not, contact is working or not, payment is working on, because the fix did not affect the entire build. I need to check that particular part also. So that comes under a sanity test. Yes. This bug raised another new issue or not.
Okay.
You done the smoke test. So if there is no issue, no sanity testing, right? Sanity testing. If there is issue, then you run the sanity testing.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not like that, guys. Initial part will be performing as a smoke testing. Once the smoke testing is passed, then only we'll go for the sanity testing. Sanity testing comes under when the developer fixes the bug, right? So initially we don't do that. If we raise some bug and if the developer fixes that particular bug, then the developer asks us, you please perform a sanity testing for this thing. So then we'll be involving. Initially, what we are doing as a tester, if they didn't mention anything, initially the first thing we'll be doing is a smoke testing. Once smoke testing is passed, then we'll be performing a functional testing. Sanity testing comes only when we raise the bugs and when they fix back. Okay. So that is later on. Once the smoke testing is done, we'll be performing the functional testing. What is the functional testing? If it is an Amazon website, I need to check each and every functionality because, oh my God, this is very big page. Okay, let's go with. that's really a big website. I'll just go with a small website. So here selenium.dev is nothing but one of the application. Here what comes under a functionality testing. URL is loaded, I'm going to perform a smoke testing itself. So what comes under a functionality is, if I click on downloads button, it should navigate to the downloads. If I click on documentation, it should navigate to the documentation. So each and every,
right?
Yeah, yes, I need to check each and every functionality. If I click on this particular search box should open, and I can check whether I can type that particular or not, and whatever I have typed in, I can see that particular information or not. So whatever the action you're performing, this all comes under a functionality testing. Each and every piece of action you're performing, that is the click button, or if you're typing something. So these all comes under one functionality. So this particular search box comes under one functionality, and clicking on this close button comes under one functionality. So like that. Understood, guys? So these all comes under each and every functionality test.
Functionality test.
So if no bugs are found, we can skip the sanity testing part.
Yes, yes. If there are no bugs and absolutely the build is running fine, then no need of performing anything. But in an organization, it's definitely will be having a bug, guys. So never expect we don't do that kind of. That is a mandate.
Okay.
Every time we need to do every test, means unit testing, integration, smoke, functionality.
Yes, for every release, we need to perform all these testings.
Oh.
For every release, in the sense, see if there is a medical, they have given medical, what is that, hospital, hospital guys gives us one kind of application with the requirements. I want this module. So slowly I'm going to tell you what are the models. Like we are having many models, agile model, waterfall model, this kind of models, then you will be understanding. So we'll be performing each and every release. That means, for example, in companies, they'll be having bi-weekly releases. In few companies, they'll be having monthly one release. In some companies, just weekly release. That means every week there will be few changes and they'll be pushed into the cloud to the customers. So it happens. So every time we need to perform all the testings. It is based on the requirement and the releases. It's okay. Once we are going live, you'll be understanding. Don't worry about it now. So we just need to know what are the definitions. If someone asks you to perform, please perform smoke testing for this website, you need to perform only smoke testing. So to understand what is smoke testing, you need to learn what is the definition. That's enough, guys. Okay. So, I mean, slowly once we are in the mid of the journey, then you will understand. I'll be explaining, showing you in the live applications and everything. So don't worry about it. How will perform a smoke testing? What is the releases? So those all terms you'll be understanding slowly. Okay. Don't worry about it. So smoke and sanity functionality. What is a regression testing?
Retesting.
Okay, regression testing comes under a retesting also. Yeah.
Yeah, before release the production.
Yes, before release the production, he'll be performing a regression testing. Regression testing is nothing but definitely QA will raise many bugs. So we'll be retesting the bugs. And before release, I'll be checking each and every functionality of the website. That means it's not just only the functional testing. I'll be checking whether the responsive is good or not, whether this particular selenium.URL is not only in the Chrome browser, whether I can open in different browsers and different devices or not, and UI is good or not, comes under both functionality, non-functionality, responsive, security. All kinds of testings will be performed in the regression testing. Okay, this will happen just before the release. If everything is fine, yes.
What's the
same as a sanity testing?
Sanity testing and regression testing
is the same?
No.
Yeah. Can
No,
someone
it's retesting.
Sanity testing is if
sanity testing is like one if first we'll find out if there is any bug. And if that bug after fixing that bug, then we'll check if that bug has affected fixing that bug has affected the other what do you tell
any other functionality.
Any other functionalities, right?
Yes, so that comes under sanity testing.
Sanity testing.
Regression testing means complete website I'll be testing in and out, what all the involved, complete, like a links is working fine or not, whether the live chat is working fine or not, whether the customer service, each and everything. It's not just that I need to check the, what is that, paragraphs, whether the content typo errors and complete UI part, and all the devices, each and everything will covers in the regression testing. If the website is done with, if the QA signed off in the regression testing, then that particular application is ready to go live.
So it's
Okay, right?
mandatory always,
Means,
regression.
Yeah,
after
it's always.
Before the release. Yeah.
after developer make updations, then we need to test all the functionality of the software. Is it regression testing?
It comes under a functionality testing. If you're testing all the functions are working fine or not, only the functional part, then it comes under a functionality testing. In functionality testing, you don't perform the UI testings, devices, browser compatibilities, responses. Those all doesn't comes under a functional. Non-functional testing comes under those parts. Don't worry, we are going to discuss about it. Here you can see non-functional testing, right? So these all comes under a non-functional. Only the functionality part is nothing but whether that particular click button is working. When you're clicking something, that is redirected to that particular heading or not. That is what you're going to see in the functionality testing. You don't even, it doesn't even matter if the download spelling is wrong or right, because I'm not going to check the UI part here. It's just a functionality. If I click on downloads, it redirected to downloads or not. If I click on 4 point some stable version, it is downloaded or not. Only like this. Okay. That is the functionality testing.
So if in regression testing, if we find say bug, we have to go back to sanity testing?
Yes. If we find a bug in the regression testing, again, they'll fix it. Again, the cycle changes. I mean, repeats.
From unit testing.
Yes. We'll be
it again to start from the unit testing?
Unit testing, yes, developer. If we find something bug, and we'll be assigning back to the developer, right? And that particular, they'll be performing a unit testing, and then only they'll be giving to the QA.
Okay, so again, it has to start from the beginning if there is any problem in the regression testing. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So can someone explain me what is a system testing?
Combination of all the testings, like integrating all the unit integration and everything.
Perfect. So testing the whole system, that means all the modules or components are linked together to see whether the system performs as planned. So this, you just remember that application, what I have given in an automobile car application. So there itself, you'll be covering the unit integration and the system, complete system is working or not. So that is system. What is,
can you please explain the regression testing again, because I'm not getting it.
It's okay. Don't worry. If you're not understanding now also, regression testing comes under. Okay, let me, I'm not sure whether I have. Okay. See, I'm just showing you the definition, I'll be explaining. So it is used to authenticate a code change in the software, does not impact the existing functionality of the product. That means here, QA team raised one issue, guys. Okay, we raised an issue and that particular developer fixed it. So I'll be retesting the bug, whether that particular bug, what they fixed is working fine or not. So that is done. Along with that, I need to check whether the whole application, any module in that particular application has affected because of this particular fix. And it should not raise a new bug, whether it should not raise a new bug because of this particular fix. So I need to check each and every corner of the website. It's not just only this module. For example, if there is if the bug fixed only for as per the documentation, only this part I raised a bug, and developer fixed the documentation part, and documentation is working fine now. What I'll be checking in the sanity testing, I'll be checking whether the project support blog, these are working fine or not. Along with this, what if regression comes here is, I need to check each and everything, whether the header is still working fine or not, whether this particular search bar is working or not, whether the same application I open in a Firefox browser or not. So each and everything I'll be covering in the regression testing. End to end of the website, like complete internal structure, outside, each and everything I'll be performing. So that is regression testing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. When you are going in depth, then you'll be understanding. When you're seeing a live project, then you'll be understanding what all comes under what. So just don't worry about it. We are going to rewind this all again and again, because these are really.
Usha, can you please continue with the system testing? Means I didn't understand what is system testing.
Okay, that means we should test the whole system. That means, for example, the selenium.dev is one of the page. So here, if I click on this particular search box, okay, I'm typing Java here. So I need to test, system testing comes under. There is a connection between this particular selenium.dev and see here, I'm going to click on this particular Java. This is a different module. URL what opened is a different module and what is the first page is a different module. And there is a connection between these two. See, I'm typing something in the search bar, and when I click on Java, it is redirected to another page. So the connection between the two modules is nothing but an integration testing. Okay. So the combination of each and everything. Okay. That means all the modules and components are linked together. Here, all the modules and the components are linked together to see whether the system is performing in an action. What is the system testing is how I can give you more example. Okay, so take a car.
Can you please, sorry to interrupt, can you please explain me what is module in a very simple language?
Module is nothing but see this only the download. If you click on this downloads, it is connected to one page, right? Downloads page, and you can see the whatever it is related to the download. This complete page is the information belongs to downloads. So this particular downloads is one module. If it is a support, all the information will be regarding with the support only. So this is one module.
Okay.
This is just, okay. Let me give you a more example. Here the sign-in page is nothing but a one module. Okay. And sign up page is one module. So each and every, it is divided into n number of breaks, right? Only this particular page is designed by one developer, the complete sign up functionality, and sign in functionality will be designed by the same developer or another developer. So module comes under one part of the pizza. See, in a pizza slices, we are having 6 slices, right? So each slice is nothing but one module.
Okay, each slice. Okay.
Yes. So that is one module. Okay.
And so what is
component?
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The combination of 6 slices, okay, forms a pizza. What are the components is nothing but if it is a corn pizza, there is a garnish of the corn or spinach or pineapple. These all are the components in that slice.
Components. Okay.
Yeah. Those are all the components in that slice. So the combination of the components and the slices together is nothing but a system.
Okay.
Okay.
We all love food, right?
No.
So
but this is a very yummy example. I really like it.
Yeah. So just to understand, I just created something. So this is what, guys, don't worry. When you're working live, that means when you're seeing the live applications, like original, what it happens, how we are going to perform a testing. I mean, one live website. Here, Amazon means I'm not sure. I can't say how the testing happens because only that particular organization can perform each and everything. So I'll be showing you in the live going forward. In an actual sessions, I'll be showing you what is the live website, how the live website looks, what is the regression testing, how we raise a bug, what are the tools we'll be using. So don't worry about it. I'll be going to explain you each and everything. This is just basics. So I don't want to dig you in depth. So this is enough for you guys. That means you're really good at grasping all the things. So now I'm going to explain you with an examples. Later on, I'm going to show you that examples. Okay. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usha,
so coming to yes.
Yeah, can I ask something? Like you said, we should know if we act on this button, it should navigate to that page. You said right in the so in the regression testing, you said we should test each and everything, right? So
yes.
the developer will have the requirement of the customer. So he'll design according to that. So how can we perform? The requirement will be given to us? Or?
Yes, definitely. Whatever, because each and everything, the business analyst, he is going to conduct a meeting along with the developers and the senior testers. Okay, they'll explain each and every functionality. And it's not just explaining the complete end-to-end functionality. First day, they'll be explaining, this is the sign-up module we need to implement. This is the blueprint of the sign-up module. They'll be giving the blueprints. That means they'll be giving us a template. This is how the UI should look. If you click on this particular button, this is what it should navigate. So everything will be in the document, guys. So don't worry about it. As per that document only, QA also will test it.
Yeah, okay.
As soon as we get the documents, we'll be performing the test plans and everything, test scenarios. So those all I'll be explaining you in the next classes. Don't worry about it. So everything, without the document, we can't test it. Right? We don't know what it should be navigating, what the UI looks. So each and everything will be documented and it will pass to the developer and as well as the QA also.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
So what is user acceptance testing, UAT?
It's user. We
Like-
got the test from the end user.
If it is
Like
working as per
software.
user requirement.
Like
Software
software
working
is
as per user's
software.
requirement.
Software is
Exactly.
tested in real world. Like before
Yeah.
it goes live, we do UAT.
Perfect.
We send the product to some people. They
And
will.
it is done by SMEs and maybe a business analyst.
Okay. Even the testers also will involve. Yep. Okay. So UAT testing is nothing but user acceptance testing. Here, the developers may develop something which is not specified in the requirement. For example, assume, okay, the developers may develop something which is not really specified in the requirement. That means he asked it a live chat. Okay. He asked the corner live chat button. He means the client. Okay. Client requirement is if I click on this particular live chat, it should open a pop-up. Okay, and you need to that particular pop-up, some bot will be there, he'll be replying, right? Hi, I'm this, how can I help? So that particular is what is a client requirement. But our developers are really superb in developing
The
something
artificial
new.
intelligence.
Yeah, artificial intelligence bot, someone will reply, right?
Yes.
Automatic replies. So
Yeah.
our developers are really smart and they really want to help a
They'll
client.
write
So what he did is he just added few more features. Instead of a bot reply, they are waiting for the real customers to reply back. Okay, he did not initiate any bots because he don't want to time waste. So what he developed is instead of navigating to the bot, he's picking the customer service guy directly. So that is what this particular developer designed. So because of this, the communication gap or any inappropriate requirements, what they'll be doing is they'll be designing everything. User acceptance testing. Then once they developed everything, obviously the QA team will test, but we may think this is the requirement because developer will explain me this is the change they ask. In a real organization, what happens is we may miss in one meeting. Like for example, direct business analyst will directly communicate with the developer and developer will explain the same thing to the QA. Yeah, this is what the client requirement. Yesterday they have sent me in a Teams chat or something. This is what they require. So I don't have any document. So what I believe is, yeah, okay, as per these developer comments, so I tested this. So this is what happened. This is the output I got. I'll be attaching. And everything is pushed into the cloud. Before pushing into the cloud, the end user, that is nothing but a client, he will check. He will perform the UAT testing, whether everything is working fine or not, then only will be moving to the cloud. Then only it is accessible to all the users. So here the client comes back to us and say, you stupid, this is what not my requirement. This is the actual requirement I needed. That is how he comes back to us. So here the blame is for the developer, but here the QA is safe because I mentioned in the comment, as per the developer comments, I have tested only this functionality and this is what I expected. There will be evidence between the developer and the QA. There will be some kind of email communications. So those all will be there, right? So those all I'll be attaching as an evidence. So this is UAT testing, because whether the developer performs as per the requirements or not. So these all will be comes under when everything is ready to go in the UAT, then only it will be pushing it to the cloud. That means then only it will be accessible to the customers. Till then, everything, whatever we develop will be in UAT application only. It's not going to be in the cloud. So, for example, here you are seeing a UAT Amazon sign-in, right? This particular Amazon is for public. That means I can access, you can access, everyone, all the customers can access. For the same website, whatever the action you are performing here, the same website, there will be another website called a UAT website. Only Amazon guys will have the access for that particular UAT application. Okay, they'll be testing complete duplicate website with a different URL will be there. only it has an access to that particular Amazon guys only. So once they'll be checking in that particular application only, once everything is working fine or not, once everything works fine in
Hey,
the
Usha,
UAT.
your voice is breaking.
Okay, once everything works in the UAT.
Hey, Usha, your voice is breaking. Can you please repeat?
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So what is a UAT application is the Amazon company, guys. There'll be a different developers and the testers for who works for an Amazon, right? So what they'll be maintaining, what developers do is when they are implementing a module, for example, a sign up module, they'll be implementing a local in their local system only. They don't push into any database. They don't use any kind of host URL. Host URL is nothing but they don't still push into the browser. Okay. What they'll be performing in the, for example, if I open a Jenkins, let me show you. Any idea what is a Jenkins?
Sorry?
Okay, no problem.
For CI/CD?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. See, here you can see as a local host, right? So this particular, you can see my screen, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is just a local host. That means only my system. Okay, I think someone can't hear my voice. It's okay, guys. You just unplug your mic. If you're not unable to hear, don't use a Bluetooth devices, or maybe my network is bad. I'm not sure. So this particular local host is nothing but only I can access in my system only. So like that, each and every developer will have their own local host. That means whatever the module is given to the developers, they'll be designing in their local systems first. So once this is done, then only they'll push to some URL. That means only the internal developers can access that particular thing. So that is how its journey. Directly, they don't design in this particular direct page. They'll be having a local systems, local host URLs. That means for each and individual developers, once everything is ready, then they will be keeping into the UAT. This particular UAT comes under, for example, Amazon UAT. The same duplicate website, only this particular URL will have access only to the Amazon customers. Only to the Amazon developers, testers, whoever working in that particular organization. Once the UAT designing is absolutely fine, then only they will deploy into the actual website, Amazon.com. That means which is accessible to all the developers. Here there are 3 different URLs. That means who is having an individual developer, one local URL, and for all the Amazon organization guys, one UAT URL, and for all the international world, that is the live URL. So here we are having 3 different. Local host is nothing but it's their wish. They can directly interact with the UAT websites. That's their wish. So there are 2 different majorly. One is the user acceptance URL, that means UAT URL, and one is the public one, which everyone has an access. UAT has an access only to that particular organization, guys. We don't know what is the UAT URL also. Only that people who works for an Amazon, only they will have the access. The same duplicate of an original website. Because if they do direct change in an original website, who knows? Sanity testing. This particular fix may affect some other module, right? Some other bug. It may raise some other new. So that is why no one will perform direct testing or direct development in an original live website. So each and every one will have a UAT websites for each and every organization. It's okay. Slowly, when I'm showing you on live projects, then you'll be understanding what is the UAT website, what is the live website. So don't worry about it. This is just a theoretical I want to explain you guys. So in this particular UAT testing, developers may develop something which is not specified in requirements. So user acceptance test is done by the client to certify whether the system is working as per the requirement documents, everything is working fine or not. This can be done with the help of 2 types, alpha testing and beta testing. So any idea what is an alpha testing?
Alpha done by the testers and beta done by the users.
Perfect. Alpha testing is nothing but done by the testers who are working in an organization. So that comes under an alpha testing. So what is beta? Yeah, I think you already answered it. Beta is done by the real users, okay, outside the software company in the production environment, directly in this particular Amazon.in. they'll be testing it directly. So that is beta testing. Okay. So this is how UAT testing works in a live organization. So directly they don't develop or test directly in this particular website, guys. Once it moves into the cloud, once it hits into the cloud, definitely testers will test this. But initially, before this itself, they'll be working in a UAT websites or a QA websites. We can say it as. So once that complete website is up and running, then only they'll push the same code into the production. That is how it actually works.
Okay.
So these are the different types of testings. I'll be sharing you this document. So we have finished the software testing part, this small piece, and we did not still touch the non-functional. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about this non-functional. So we need to know, if someone asks you to perform a regression testing, you need to know what is a regression testing, right? For that purpose, we are going to learn all this. We need to know what are the definitions, what needs to be performed, what are the how the developer how the QA team raise a bugs. So those all will be learning from the actual batch, starts from 26. So this is the basic introduction I'm going to give you. Okay. All good. So I'll be sharing this, and each and every one, you just please go through this. If you didn't understand this definitions here, because I just copy paste from somewhere. If you didn't understand, you just go open your browser and you just search with a different, many more examples you just come with tomorrow with many more examples. Tomorrow I'm going to ask you, like same today how I asked, I'll just ask some name, and tomorrow is mandatory. If someone, there is no pass, okay? If you didn't answer, there is no pass from here. I'm mandatory. I need an answer from you guys. Because from the actual QA batch 126, when the batch starts, I'll be remembering you all your names. I'll be keeping a note of your names, and I'm going to check what we are learning actually. So that is how. So before that only, I want you just go through this, whatever we discussed today. I'm not asking the HTML. Those are just for the basics. But what we started today is an actual QA engineer job. So it is good to learn each and everything. It's okay if you're not learning for the today, at least for the tomorrow. You need to know the definition. If not a definition, just an example. That's enough. Yeah. Only for this part I need for tomorrow. I'll be asking you guys, and I'll be noting notes who is answering and who is not. So I'm your teacher now. Okay, not a friend. So tomorrow
a good teacher.
A good teacher. yeah, you got a mark. +1. I'm not that teacher. Okay, so tomorrow you just go through those all, and just a definition, a small definitions is also fine. Example is also absolutely fine. Like you just go like a mock interview. Yep.
We don't need to do the non-functional testing.
We need to. Tomorrow we are going to discuss it. That is really mandatory. We don't see, as a QA engineer, we don't leave any corner of the testing. We need to cover each and everything, guys.
You are going to cover it tomorrow, right?
Yes. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the non-functional testing. What all comes under a non-functionality testing. Okay. So you just prepare what is the white box, black box, unit, integration, smoke, these all kind of tests. Today I gave you an example as a car. Tomorrow someone can give me with a new examples, like how everyone can understand. Not like how an ME pizza example. You can come up with it, like yesterday someone given me, right? The shirt. That really, even after the class also, I just smile. Wow, what an example. So like that, you can give me a new example so that I can remember that particular definition. So that is how. So tomorrow you just go through the basics of that. I'll be sharing you, once this class is done, I'll be sharing you in a WhatsApp link. So you just go through the definitions and tomorrow come back to me. Okay.
Usha, can you please, in very quick, can you please explain me one more time the GUI?
That is the graphical user interface.
The graphical user interface.
Yeah, don't worry. Tomorrow we are going to cover
Means
it.
if I have to
I'll be explaining in more detail tomorrow, because that comes under a non-functionality testing. So don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any more doubts?
Thank you, Usha.
Thank you, Usha. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Usha.
you.
Have a nice day.
Namaste.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Good night. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, Usha. Good morning, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll just take my cup of coffee now. Okay, chalo.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.